New Jersey Devils hockey is brought to you in part by BMW. Stop dreaming, start driving, the ultimate driving machine. First meeting of the season between the Devils and Flyers. After one, the Flyers lead 2-0. Matt Loughlin along with the Maven, Stan Fischler. And this guy needs no introduction. Ken Daneyko. Ken, what do you think about
first comment? It must be Halloween. Is it coming?
It is tomorrow. That's right, Stan.
You're dressing up early for us?
I tell you, if you pull that on the ice, I would have taken a punch at you. And I don't care what the results were.
I love you, Stan. You know, I still think you look...
You know that song, I told you I love you, now get out? Let's talk some.
Only you can get away with that.
Next week's a very important night, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. But first, your thoughts on this first period.
Well, I don't know what's going on at home here. We seem to have a little bit of a tough time scoring some goals. I think, like Pat had made some comments, some of it is coincidence, some of it is bad breaks. I'm just hoping we break out of it soon. And Philadelphia's played extremely good hockey of late. And if you're not prepared for them like they didn't seem we were quite prepared in the first period, made a couple mistakes, and we're down 2-0. So I'm hoping we can turn this thing around in the second period and possibly get a point or two out of this game.
One thing the Devils have always been able to call on is their fans to help out in their various efforts to support the community. Next Wednesday, the Devils will play San Jose, but Kenny, it's a very important night. It's the annual food drive night.
Well, our wives, over the years, this is our 22nd straight year of supporting the community food bank and the food drive here in New Jersey. And the wives, and I've met quite a few of them. I've had 212 teammates, I believe. So there's a lot of wives over the years that have helped participate in this annual food drive. And Wednesday, San Jose game, 7:35. Bring all your food, canned goods. Don't forget. Don't leave home without them. It's a great cause, and I think last year was 6,500 pounds worth of food, as long as some financial donations. So make sure you're there and there to support us fans, and bring as much food as you can. Canned fish, meats. What else we have? Powdered milk, infant formulas. Just a few of the suggestions to bring.
And there will be collection areas as you come into the game, outside all of the, or actually inside the building, but just past the gates as you come in. Collection areas for those items, and we can't emphasize enough how important the need is. This is a land of plenty, but there is so much that still needs to be done. There are far too many poor in this country who need our help, and the Community Food Bank of New Jersey is marvelous.
I think we take things in life for granted, and this is one thing that, especially being retired now and taking a step back and looking at things going on around us, it does hit home, and it's true to my heart, I know for sure, to see us donate and give to the underprivileged, and bring a lot of food you're going to have to deal with Ken Daneyko, all right? So fans, make sure you support this wholeheartedly, and anything you find in your cupboard that they could use the Food Community Bank drive here, it would be fantastic. You know, speaking for taking things for granted, I sometimes wonder whether the Devils are taking their championship mantle for granted in terms of this slow start. And you look at the goals against, it's mostly veterans. You know, we talked in the pregame about Paul Martin coming in, the rookie defenseman. He's not on the ice for any of those goals. So this is something that's got to be shored up. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the Devils had their best defensive unit on for the first goal, and then Scotty Stevens just can't make the pass as he rushes it a little bit, and that leads to the breakaway. And you're not expecting that from veterans, but I wouldn't discount out the veterans. They've proven too much so far.
Well, what we have to see is whether there's scoring power now. I mean, down two, they had a couple of chances. The power play is not working again. And that's a big thing. I mean, you're watching this. Is there enough scoring here?
Well, we've ran through this time and time again over the last few years where there's not enough scoring in New Jersey. Let's just be a little bit patient here, and I think it'll iron itself out. And if, in fact, come December, January, February, there isn't enough scoring, I'm sure Mr. Lamorello will address the fact that, Scotty Stevens makes an uncharacteristic mistake, and that just seems what's happened early on in the season here. Maybe it's the jerseys. Maybe we can't. Maybe we need those home jerseys at home as well. Maybe we can wear white on the road, white at home. Whatever it takes, Dan. But no, they'll be fine.
All right, well,
it's early.
It is 2-0 after one. Again, a reminder, next Wednesday, the game against San Jose, the annual Devils food drive. You see the requested items that you're asked to bring. Bring them out. Help the Community Food Bank in New Jersey. Help us help others.